Hi everyone, this is Michelle Grosvenor here and welcome to my first Mondays with Michelle. Just wanted to catch up with you all after I completed my 90-day step-up challenge last week. Hope you all had a great weekend. And today I wanted to talk to you about the importance of habit. So having just completed a 90-day challenge where I did a live Facebook vlog every day, I realised that this had become a really big part of my my daily routine and that it had become a habit. So much so that I finished my challenge on Thursday, and on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I found myself thinking about what I was going to talk about on my vlogs that day. So it had become such a habit that it was automatic for me to start to come up with ideas about things to share with you all. And so just wanted to talk about how helpful habits can be. So sometimes we talk about wanting to break habits. So there are some habits in our life that maybe don't serve us very well, but there are also habits we want to get into. Habits such as doing relaxation techniques, or exercising regularly, or spending time in self-care, or working towards a goal that we have. And so one of the key things with developing habits, with healthy habits, is to make a decision. Hi Jenny, thanks for joining. Is to make a decision, to make a commitment about something that you are going to do, and to commit to yourself about how often you'll do it and when. And so because when you're setting out to change something, you really need to make it as specific as possible. So after I finished my 90-day challenge, I decided that I wanted to continue to do a weekly vlog. But if I had have left it really general and just said I'd do it once a week, it would have been really easy to get out of the habit, and before I knew it, to forget about it. So by making a commitment to do it on Mondays, that's helped that to become a new habit. So I'd really encourage you, if there's a habit that you want to get into, to make a commitment to yourself and to others about when you're going to get started and how often you'll do it. So maybe if your goal is to go for a walk 3 times a week, you might make a commitment with a friend to go for a walk on a Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday morning, and over time that'll become a habit. And the thing about habits is that the more we do something, the easier it gets. So when I first started to do the 90-day step-up challenge, it actually was quite difficult at times. I'd feel nervous beforehand, and I'd be thinking about what to talk about. But over time it got easier and easier and more automatic. So the more often we do something, the easier it is for us to stay on task. And the great thing about forming a habit is that when you do something, they say for about 21 days, that it tends to become a habit that's easy for you to continue. And I could say that was definitely the case for me with doing the 90 days of the vlogs, that by about probably even about day 15, 16, it had become a really natural part of my day. It had become something that I just did quite automatically. So really encourage you in those early stages of forming new healthy habits to remind yourself that whilst it might be hard going for the first week or two, that if you hang in there, that if you keep doing it every day, or whichever days you've committed to, be it a weekly or bi-weekly event, whatever it is, that after a while it will get easier and easier to do it. And so just really encourage you to get into the habit by making a commitment to yourself and remembering that it will get easier over time. And as always, be a coach, not a critic. So thanks for joining me today, and hope you all have a great Monday night, and I shall talk to you again next Monday. So bye for now.